shovel in the light grip. Yeah. Now I'm on top like a lens, you crop fit, top floor. Triple my vision, now my future got a plot twist. I'm on it study now. Yeah. Tell them my heart on the high. Back then they laughed, now they double tap. I was on the ground till I broke through the ground. Not only time they looking down, it's when they bow.
When they bow.
They used to overlook me, now they overbook me. Said I never level up, funny how the level shook me.
Level shook me.
Shake the stage, seismic, every line crooked. Boom, bars so cold, every hater catching frostbite. Came from the bottom with a shovel and a light grip. Yeah, now I'm on top like a lens, the crop fit, top floor. Triple my vision, now my future got a plot twist. I'm on it study now, profit from the profit. Had to run the numbers, now the numbers
Run me.
Turn my L's into lessons, now the lessons
Love me.
no cap. They threw dirt on my name, guess the dirt with money. Now the view
About to get started, y'all.
looks sunny, ain't it
Funny.
From the floor
To the sky.
look up, they was sleeping on the kid, now they
Woke up.
came from nothing but the grind, made me glow.
Go ahead and like the broadcast, share it. Let's try to get on the For You page today. Let's do it.
To the sky, rise up. Every
Rise
door locked tight till I pried up. Pop it, now I'm standing at the top. Hold your eyes up. Look, cause they used to look down, now they rise up. Used to tell me slow down, now they begging me
Need to make it.
Ay, I'm the twist in the head to win both races.
Win both
Wanna play
races.
layer like the diamonds in my braces. Bling, tripping long time, decision heavy when it's basic. Drill patterns in my flow, got them stepping in formation. Came from nothing, now I'm something like a walking motivation. Haters talking, but the talk is just a backhanded affirmation. I elevated so much, even gravity need pace. I was quiet in the cut, now I cut the noise. Whole city on my back like a jersey for the boys. I'm the rose to the concrete, petals bloom through the void. Now every move I make got the universe from gold. Elevate, they count me out. I can't right back to the math on the route. Multiply wins, subtract, fear, divide out. Add pressure to the beat, to the track taps out. Boom, look up now, look up from the floor to the sky. Look up, they was sleeping on the kid, now they woke up. Wake up, came from nothing but the grind, made me glow up.
Come on.
Now the whole block cheering when I
Show up.
from the floor to the sky. Rise up, every door locked tight till I pried up. Pop it, now I'm standing at the top. Hold your eyes up, look, cause they used to look down, now they rise up. From the depths to the skyline, watch the elevation. Pressure turn me down and now I shine in rotation. Heard them talking slick, but I slip past the haters. Now they quote every line, I'm the new generation. I broke every barrier, call it innovation. I was down bad, now I'm up like inflation.
Come on.
Life tried to test me, but I found restoration.
We're about to get started, y'all.
Profit off the pain, soul renovation. If you can rise in the world, so you can. Plenty whole water, fish, now harvest the chance. Shot it.
Let's go ahead and get the lights up. Let's get started.
Look up from the floor
To the sky.
Look up, used to look down on me, tell me shut down. Now my voice shakes cities when it busts down, bust down. And the top ain't crowded, just touch down. Yeah. From the floor to the sky, rise up, beat the odds, no luck, just a grind up. Facts, now I'm standing at the top, hold your rise up, cause they used to look
down, now they bound. All right, we about to get into it, y'all. What's going on? Y'all come up in here, show some love to Black content creators, foundational Black American content creators. Just show love. Off the rip, just show love. Get the likes up. Let's get some likes up on the board and share the live. We about to talk about it today. I want to continue from yesterday, man. I feel like every time, man, I do these lives, and the moment I open the panel, the topic changes, right? It's like the moment I open the panel, everybody want to make it about something else. So we're going to try to stay on topic. That's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to stay on topic today. But y'all go ahead and throw some hearts in the chat, man, so we can get started. Throw some hearts in the chat so we can get started. Your boy Trump. Thank you for the likes. Your boy Trump is doing his job, man. Listen, man. I'm not no Trump apologist, okay? You know, but Trump is getting a lot of things right. He's getting a lot of things wrong too. Don't get it twisted. He's getting a lot of things wrong, but he's also getting a lot of things right. And like I said yesterday, TPS removal, removing that temporary status off these immigrants, off these Somalis, that's salute. That's top notch right there. That's top tier. Think about it, man. Immigrants always want us to care about them, but they come over into our country and are very, they disregard the people that are really from here. You understand what I'm saying? You see the it's like they want us to feel sorry for them and not punch back because they come from a third world country. Oh, you're bullying people from a third world country, blah blah. That's what they want to use, that victim mentality. Like, oh man, because immigrants are come from a third world country, we shouldn't roast them. That's what they're saying. They're saying we should ease up on the Africans and the Caribbeans because of their homeland situation. But they get to punch up, but we can't punch down. They get to pop, 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 throw all the punches up. But we are not supposed to punch down. Family, that's insane. That's not the foundational Black American way. That's not Black culture. And where I come from, where my people come from, anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. You can get this roast. Okay? If your forehead is too big, we're gonna talk about it. I'm sorry. The only way your forehead is not gonna get talked about is if you're in your homeland with a bunch of other people with big foreheads like you. But when you come to this country and you already look strange to us because you don't have an American look, you come in looking like a half alien McBooty looking person. You know what I'm saying? Look like you got two butts on your forehead. When you come in looking like that, you want us to act like we don't see it. We just supposed to pretend like we don't see that big forehead. We just supposed to pretend like y'all teeth ain't stacked on top of each other and y'all don't look funny. We're supposed to act. We're supposed to feel sorry and pretend like we don't see Down syndrome face. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to do that, and that's not how the world is, and that's not how it's going to be from here moving forward. Okay, let me just say that now. Shots was fired at us first. For whatever reason, people thought they can. They thought Black Americans was just going to take it. Listen, we're not like most Africans. You come into our country, we're not going to let you bully us. You're not going to beat us with no bamboo stick. You're not going to blow some snot bubbles on us. You're going to get everything coming to you. You do some disrespectful stuff like that, we're going to get at you. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. And it don't matter. Listen, a lot of us, man, we're at that Rodney Hinton spirit type level. We're like, listen, you do some disrespectful stuff, I might just crash out on you. I mean, it's like, you know what? The world is so crooked and deceitful anyway. Some people's like, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna meet Valhalla early. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you everything I got because you done disrespected me to the utmost level. And that's where it is. I mean, for some, not all foundational Black Americans like that, but for some, it's like, hey, nigga, you overstep your bounds again. You might not get a second time. The first time we might be shocked, like, I know this nigga didn't just do what I think he did. But the second time, you're gonna get them paws, you're gonna get them hands and them feet, and it's not gonna be pretty. But family, I want to talk about the line between hospitality and political power. Okay, I want to talk about the line between hospitality and political power. See, the world wants us to think that everybody's hospitable outside of America. And to a certain extent, they are. But I want to say this, and I want to say this clear. There is nobody more hospitable than foundational Black Americans. That's either true or it's not. There's nobody more hospitable than foundational Black Americans. We made a way for all people to come over here and become a citizen. We gave y'all the birthrights, the 14th Amendment, which wasn't supposed to have been for birthright, for immigrants to drop anchor babies over here. But guess what? Y'all took advantage of that. We gave y'all style. We gave y'all a hipper and more urban language that everybody likes to copy. Okay. We gave y'all genres of music. I mean, we like plus 10 in the category. Every music now is a spinoff of us. When we allow you to come into our neighborhoods and open up shop, open a business, you can't go to Chinatown and just open up a business. You understand what I'm saying? But when it comes to Black Americans, we're like, man, go ahead, man, get your corner store cracking, man. 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶cie, go ahead and get your corner store popping. It's all good. 7-Eleven, come through. 7-Eleven is heaven. Come through. We are tacos, man. Come, man, put your taco stand. Man, we allow y'all to build in our neighborhoods. Family, did y'all know that foundational Black Americans invented the dry cleaners? We invented the dry cleaners, family. And now you can't really find a Black-owned dry cleaners anymore. Do you hear me, family? We invented the dry cleaners, but you cannot really find a Black-owned dry cleaner anymore. It seems like all of the non-immigrants have taken that over. So there's a fine line between hospitality and political power, family. We got to talk about this, man. This temporary protected status that was given to Somalis in 1991 due to civil war and government collapse, that was renewed repeatedly across all administrations, Minnesota became the largest Somali enclave outside of Africa. Somalis are doing better here than anywhere on the globe. They got one of the biggest enclaves. It's almost like they invaded a city. They invaded a state. Family, we got to ask the question, is there an invasion happening right now? And their political machine grew, family. They are in city councils. They have nonprofits. They have their own activist, family. They are stomping the yard over there in Minnesota. See, family, this is what we're finding out. The U.S. government prioritizes foreign groups while ignoring FBA reparations, redlining, and stolen wealth. But they'll allow 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘁𝘀𝗀𝗶cie to open up shop quicker than they will allow a foundational Black American to. Family, we got to talk about the elephant in the room, man. We got to talk about what's really going on and why our government has been in times past prioritizing immigrants over us, the original people from here. But shout out to Trump, because like I said, we don't gotta like everything Trump is doing. Trump is getting a lot of things wrong, but he's also getting a lot of things right. family. Got to talk about this TPS, man. This TPS that Trump just removed, that's a game changer. I know Iran, whatever her name is, she trying to act like Somalis are here legally anyway. We ain't letting no more y'all in. How about that? Y'all ain't coming in through refugee status no more. How about that? All your aunties, all your cousins, they ain't about to flood the zone. We not about to have that. So your boy Trump, he just Trump's DHS argued that Somalis was safe enough to end TPS. And I want to tell you that thousands lost legal protection. A lot of community fear is on the rise. Progressive politicians mobilized to defend Somalis right now. And Somalis are turning to a political bloc and they're pushing back. But should they be allowed to, family? I mean, I'm just saying, family, America is for Americans. Contrary to what other people might believe, America is not the country of immigrants. United States is not the country of immigrants. United States is the country built by and for Americans. A lot of y'all are just guests here, and y'all acting like this is your homeland. You're kicking up your feet on the wrong couch. You're kicking up your feet on the wrong couch. You got to go home to do that. You got to go back to your third world nation to do that. Go kick your feet up on I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but I'm not gonna be disrespectful. I almost said it. But go kick your feet up over there. Don't come over here kicking your feet up. And here's the issue that FBA have. When immigrant communities panic, they got a whole political machine to back them up, to fight for them. We don't got that. Listen, when FBA's kick up does, we don't see no Democrats or no Republicans coming out to protect us and fight with us and fight for us. But for some reason, when immigrants start to panic, they got a whole political system that'll say, don't do it. There's a whole propaganda and agenda that goes with, fighting back against ICE. But when something bad happens to a foundational Black American, the first thing that happens is they say he must have did something. He deserved everything he got. He must have done something. Even if he wasn't guilty now, he was guilty before in his past. So because of what he did in his past, it's justified for what's happening to him in his present. That's how people think when it comes to foundational Black Americans. We're like, we don't like that. See, when immigrants demand protection, they get protection. But when foundational Black Americans demand protection, we get stop complaining. They hit us with the stop begging, stop complaining, stop having a victim mentality. We get hit with all this stuff when we just open our mouth. The matter of fact, the propaganda machine works against. The propaganda machine works for the immigrants, but the propaganda machine works against the very foundational people of this country. All of a sudden, the mainstream media will start showing just weird drama corn of Black Americans doing crazy. Not even Black Americans, just flat blackness, and then we just get blamed for it. So my thought is, and my question is, why does America move faster for immigrants than the lineage that built this country? Why don't they move fast or mobilize fast for foundational Black Americans like they do for these immigrants? Why don't they rush to pay all our bills and put us in the Taj Mahal like they do when immigrants come over here illegally? They just put them up in hotels for months. Give them food stamps, give them access, give them drivers. In California, they was giving these jokers driver's license. Family, it's real weird. It's real weird to me. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited that Trump has taken a bold step. And I was happy when he started deporting a lot of Haitians back to their homeland. I mean, I was happy. I wasn't sad about it. I was actually happy. I was like, yeah, they need to go home. I know it's probably bad over there, but that's not my fault. That's nobody's fault that Haiti is down bad right now. That's nobody's fault, but you know, that ain't our concern. Our concern is America. It's not my job to care about people who live outside the country more than the people that live within the country. It's not my job to care. So when I saw that video of that Haitian woman showing her living, yeah, it was sad. But get used to it, because that's, you know, that's where your people come from there, and they're already used to that. So I'm sorry that you grew up in America and you got deported. You know, it is what it comes with the territory. Actually, I'm not sorry about that. That's what happened. It comes with the territory, right? Now you got to go back and you got to get used to the conditions of your homeland. You got to adjust. You just got to adjust. And maybe, if not in this generation, maybe you will birth a generation that will become more like foundational Black Americans and not flee and stand on business and create change in your country. But nothing's ever going to change if you keep fleeing. Nothing's ever going to change if the best and the brightest of your country keep fleeing over here. Nothing's ever going to change. It just won't. It just won't. And the crazy thing is, see, I want to get back on the Somalis real quick and talk about the political shift in Minnesota. See, Somalis are utilizing block voting. They are utilizing block voting. A lot of people want to say that they're getting into power on their own, but I'm going to tell you that we still got some stubborn Negroes that are Black Americans are still voting for these jokers under the flat blackness and the Pan-African agenda. And that's crazy. Under the Democratic agenda, under the Boule agenda. You know, we got to come out of that, family. We have to allow the Democratic Party to fail and fail miserably. We have to allow the Democratic Party to fail and to fail miserably. We have to allow that. We cannot protect, we cannot support the Democratic Party any longer. I think they're the weakest link. And let me tell you like this, family. If it was the other way around, the Republicans just fell off and they were the weakest link, I'd be saying the same thing. We got to get them up out the paint. Who's ever the weakest, we got to get up out the paint. There is no such thing as a two-party system when the two parties are two wings on the same bird. When a Republican can start speaking more liberal and a Democrat can start speaking more conservative, that's not a two-party system. That's just cosplay. That's cosplay by design. That's flip-flopping. That's what people call grifting. That's a scam. That's a sham. You understand what I'm saying, family? That's insane. That's insane. Thank you for the like. That's insane. Y'all get them likes up, man. I'm cooking. I'm cooking right now. Y'all gotta, I'm getting in my bag real quick. Y'all get them likes up. We cooking. But family, the Somalis just gained a whole lot of political power in Minnesota, from their block voting, from their local nonprofits, from their political endorsements, organizations through the mosque, and they are using religion, family, and getting ahead. Family, they are doing everything. It's like they are moving strategically in this country, family. And we got to be very, very careful about what they're doing. We have to have a watchful eye, and we have to make sure that we do not, I'm going to ask y'all the question, but I'm going to answer it right now. I don't believe that any immigrant should be allowed to run for any type of political position in this country. If you are an immigrant, or you come from an immigrant background, you are not allowed to make votes and have a say-so in this country. Or let me say it like this: if you do, you shouldn't get a whole vote. You should get a half vote. We got to bring back half votes or something. If you're an immigrant, your vote, two of y'all makes one vote, not one. We got to start putting some restrictions and some guidelines up when it comes to immigrants, because I'm gonna tell you right now, it feels like America is being invaded. It feels and it looks like America is under an invasion, especially in Minnesota with all them Somalis down there. Rise of Somali candidates in Minneapolis and St. Paul. It's crazy. And believe me, family, there's a lot of tension between Somali immigrant agendas and local Black American concerns, man. Listen, family. The problem with immigration, let me tell you what comes with immigration. What always comes with immigration: anti-Black hate, anti-Black thoughts, anti-Black beliefs, anti-Black rhetoric. We're better than them, slave babies. All that comes from immigration, family. They hate the very people that built this country. And that's insane. A lot of immigrant politicians push anti-FBA policies, family. They say things like Byron Donald: I don't want Black people, I don't want Black Americans, I don't want foundational Black Americans to get reparations because my people can't get it. Now, if my people could get it, then I would be for reparations. But because my people can't get it, I'm against it. Why in the hell are we allowing these Byron Donald cats to be in to have any type of political position in this country? And a lot of these people, they're only using Black when it's convenient, especially around election time. Family, I would love to get away from the social construct of white and Black and just be whatever our ethnicity says we are. I think one of the ways we can end racism is by pushing ethnicity over race. We need to get somebody needs to get a petition and get over 100,000, get 1 million signatures saying we want to do away with racial classifications in this country, and we want to be recognized by our ethnicity and our ethnicity alone. I think that'll be that'll be so good for this country. Let's put together a petition, somebody, and say we don't want race on any government or federal form or any job or any credit, any loan application. We don't want them to ask us what race we are anymore. We would prefer they ask us what our ethnicity is, or give us a space where we can write in our ethnicity. I think that's the best way to do it. End racism real quickly. Do away with white and black. Get rid of it. Black actually is an ethnic identifier more than a racial identifier. Now, we've used it as race in the past, but that's been incorrect. Because there's no such thing as a black race or a whitey race. Nobody's really whitey and nobody's really the color black. Unless you're South Sudan or something like that. But how, again, I always say this all the time, how foundational black Americans look at black has become a part of our culture. Black is more cultural and more like a belief system. It's not really attached to melanin, really. Yeah, we know we melanin. We know we got carbon. We know we're carbonated people. We know we are people of carbon. But that's not what black means for us. Black is excellence. Black is energy. Black is a vibe. Black is cool. Black is socially responsive. Black is amazing. Has nothing to do with a color. Has everything to do with a specific ethnic group. And we just put the foundational in front of it. Foundational black American. So that's what it is, family. That's what it is, man. We gotta ask the tough questions. Should we allow immigrants to run for political positions in our country? Should we be putting immigrants above our own people? Above the ones who are soil or from the soil over here? Should we be allowing people to use that flat term black? Or should we make them say should we make them identify where they're from? If you're from Nigeria, say that. If you're from Somalia, say that. If you're from Canada, should we be making these people identified from their homeland, not being able to come over here and use that term black? I think we should remove black from anybody who is an immigrant. They should not be allowed to use that term or put that term down on African American. Some people are like that belongs to foundational black America, that term, because that's who the term was made for. But some people think, hey man, give that term to the Africans because they are really African in America. And I'm okay with both, I'm okay with both, but it's just I think everybody know when they say African American who they're talking about. I don't prefer using that word, but I think there should be some consistent things to point out that these are ethnic identifiers, not flat black labels. Because if we want to keep using that term African American, we would have to call your boy Elon Musk an African American. And shoot, you got that dude down there in New York talking about he's African American because he's an Indian from Africa in Uganda or some shit like that. Family, the game is all messed up. Just say it like it is. The game is all messed up. So my question to anybody who want to answer this question, if you're in the panel, shout out to the panel. Get them likes up. Let's get to 10,000 likes. Thank you so much. My question is, family, if your status is temporary, should you influence permanent laws in this country? If you came in as a refugee, should you be able to rise up in the ranks into our political power? I think that's a fair question. Should non-citizens vote in local elections? Another fair question. Should immigrants be allowed to vote? I don't care if you got a permanent residency or your citizenship. Should immigrants, period, be allowed to vote in this country, period? And for my foundationals, should people whose lineage is not tied to the soil have influence over who gets reparations? Should we be having Caribbeans or Africans on any type of reparation task force or board? You know my answer is hell no. But why in the hell is it allowed? Family, we got work to do. We got work to do. I want y'all to understand that America is the only country where native-born groups, ethnically born groups, America is the only country where politics is overshadowed by newcomers, where new people get more preferential status than the people who are really from here. America is the only country that does that. Show me another country that has friendly immigration more than this country. I'm just saying. What's good with you, Mo? We back on it. We back on our bullshit. Family, America is the only country where the native-born group is politically overshadowed by newcomers. In every other nation, immigrants are guests, not cultural references. What the hell is wrong with America? And who in the hell opened the floodgates for these immigrants to come in like this and take on political roles in this country? Family, we must have lost our mind. Never put a foreigner in your parliament. They always loyal to their country. That's a fact. You got the lady from man. Look at that lady from Somalia talking about she's always gonna stand for Somalia, and she's fucking in Congress or Senate. It is a low key invasion. Hell yeah, we are being invaded. We are being invaded strategically. They got voting blocks going on. They in our family. They're in our police force. Think about this, family. And somebody fact check this and find out if this is true. Mo, you probably know if this is true. Is it true? Anybody from Minnesota in here? Is it true that Somalis were able to be police officers and they weren't even citizens? Somebody confirm that. Is that true? Is that true that you have people who weren't even citizens, but they were allowed to become police officers? He said rephrase invaded. Yeah, we've already been invaded. That's a fact. That's a fact. But what are we going to do about it? That's another question. What are we going to do about it? ICE can't do their job fast enough. We are definitely being invaded. So the real issue is not even that they're coming here. Okay, that's part of the issue, that they're allowed to come here in droves and claim refugee and get some type of TPS status, temporary permanent status. But the real issue is immigrants in FBA politics, in politics, period. Immigrants should not be able to become buffer class or gatekeepers in this country. There should be no way that a Hispanic person can just start hiring nothing but Hispanic people and gatekeep any job or position here in America. There should be no way that any Somalian should be able to come into this country under a TPS, rise up to the ranks and become a mayor, become some type of representative or politician, and then start gatekeeping and practicing anti-black hatred to make sure we don't get any political power. Agree or disagree? Agree or disagree? There's no way that should be able to happen. Sorry, family. I am eating. I might cut the broadcast short tonight, but family, we need solutions. We need solutions to this invasion that we're having. We need solutions to this invasion that we're having. Should we start our own, should we start our own super PAC or PAC for FBA only? That could be a solution. Somebody should look into that and investigate that. Local delineation policies, like making people put their birth country or their nationality and not being allowed to check the black or African American box anymore. We should just do away with that box completely, and just you have to put in, there should be a box already saying Nigerian American, Somali. They should have their own special box, and we can delineate that way. Maybe we need to have more FBA cultural and political districts. That's new, right? Maybe that's something that we need to think about. Take control of our food product. Yeah, we definitely got to do that. We shouldn't be buying anything. We should be making everything, and we're going to. We're actually on our way to doing that. Yeah, ethnicity, not race. It should be about ethnicity, not race. I agree. I think, I don't know if I'm free. If I'm freezing up, family, y'all let me know. I'm going to put my Wi-Fi on. I didn't have my Wi-Fi on. Put the Wi-Fi on right now. Just in case I might be freezing up. But yeah, it should be. Ethnicity is king. Race means confusion, and race harms Black American. We should not be letting them identify us by any type of race. It should be by ethnicity, by lineage only. I should be able to be proud of my lineage, and I should be able to put that on any type of document or government form or loan or whatever I got to fill out. We definitely know we need an FBA only reparations board. We can't have no more people coming in cosplaying and crashing out our meetings anymore. Matter of fact, we should be having closed door reparations meeting. It shouldn't be open to the public until we want it to be. And the requirements to be on on any type of reparation task force or board should be you have to be able to trace your lineage back to the 1870 census, or you can't get on that board. If your lineage don't go back to this country to at least 1870, there's no way you should be talking about anything that has to do with foundational Black Americans. If you're a non-foundational Black American, you shouldn't be allowed to talk about it. Period, point blank. But family, I'm gonna tell you like this, family. We are after sovereignty. Sovereignty. We want to control our own destiny. That's what FBAs want. Nobody should be able to get in the way of that. If anybody has earned the right to become sovereign, it's us. It is 100% us. 100% us. But listen, family. Unless somebody wants to come up, if anybody wants to come up, we can chop it up. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live. It's kind of slow today. I know it's a Sunday. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. But I just had to get some things off my chest, off my heart, real quick. And I probably need to just go ahead and eat this food so I don't smack in your face. But family, y'all check out the single Black Mirror Foreign Lens, out now on all Spotify, on all major music platforms. Y'all check out my single Black Mirror Foreign Lens. It's hot right now. It really is. Especially if you're FBA, you're gonna love it. You will love it. Also, from my foundational Black Americans, go check out fbacoin.org. fbacoin.org. Sign up, join our Telegram, and get some information about the premier token for foundational Black Americans. We're on our NFT run right now. Some of y'all want these NFTs, and y'all need these NFTs. As long as you're foundational Black American, come on up in the Telegram, purchase your NFT. We're gonna give you some coin with that. We're gonna do some fun and exciting things, and we're gonna have some perks for those because those NFTs are special. Those are our founder NFTs. So we're gonna do something big for that. And family, hey, listen. For the ones that wasn't here, I appreciate y'all. For the ones that hit the like button, I appreciate y'all. For the ones that are rocking with me, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, I appreciate y'all coming in and rocking with me. So, excuse me. With that being said, family, listen. Peace, love, reparations, and the blockchain. I might come back on later, but I'm out right now. Y'all take care.